Hello, beloved, beautiful beings. I'm coming to you today because there's been a lot of unrest, some difficulty understanding what feels like disconnect from some of our spirit guides or our spirit teams, our angels even. There's been general not knowing what to do and why things are working out the way they are. And we worked so hard, and now look at this, it didn't work out. Well, the guides are telling us, they're giving us a huge message right now. They want us to rest. We've done our work. We've done very hard work over years trying to make things better for everyone, not just for ourselves, but for everyone, to make the powers that be understand that we need consideration. The little person, the average normal Joe Blow on the street, needs consideration, needs the government to function normally and with a degree of experience and certainty, so that we know that we are going to be able to get up in the morning and go to work, be able to get up in the morning, and if we are, like I am, in a disabled condition, able to carry out our lives and not hope that we'll have something to eat or hope that we'll have a roof over our head. We want to know that we are secure. We want to feel safe. And we've been working so hard to get to that point, and now look at what has happened. The exact opposite of what we were working toward and what we thought we were getting. And virtually everyone thought we were getting something else. That was for a reason, because we will be getting that. We will be getting that. We don't know when, but we will. On a long enough timeline, this is a quote from the bow of the fifth column. On a long enough timeline, we will win. But right now, what's happened has happened. We have something going on that's never happened in history before. We've done our work. It's time for us to rest, to take care of ourselves, to make sure we're strong enough for the next chapter of what's going to happen. So I wanted to come to you with this message that we need to sit back and relax and observe and let the universe unfold. We've put in the work. Now it's time to let the universe do its work. We can't do everything. The universe is going to do the heavy lifting. We've done what we can. We've been faithful in executing it. And now we're exhausted. And it's not that our spirit guides are ignoring us or telling us that we don't have anything left to do. It's just that they are confident in what is about to occur. And the fact is that we don't really need to be working toward that anymore. What we need is to work on ourselves, to make ourselves whole, to heal. Now is our time. And I want to read on that because so many in the community feel like they've been knocked off balance. And the fact is, it's time for us to find our balance. and observe what's about to happen. We have historic things that are going to happen in the next several months and maybe year or so. We have done the work. Now we need to let the machine catch up and allow the universe to work out what it's going to work out. So, firstly, I'm going to be using 3 decks. I have the Sci-Fi deck. I have the Robin Wood deck. And a deck that I haven't used for you yet. It's a new deck I'm working with. It's the Cat deck. And it's interesting. It's an interesting deck. I thought it would be fun to use that one for the last question I'm going to ask. So the first question is, for this deck, which favors political readings, I'm going to ask it, what do we need to do as the political stage plays out the play that it's doing right now? Because this is something that hasn't been done before and something that has been done many times because of the astrology of it. Now, I'm not an astrologer. I do not understand astrology. So I'm not the one to ask or talk about this. But I do know from listening to astrologers that our astrology now is the same that it's been many times before when there was strife and things changed. Governments crumbled. And new ones were erected. New ways of doing things were brought to the fore, and the old passed away. So, let's see what Spirit has to say about the way that the political arc is going right now and how we are supposed to participate in it. And I will tell you right now that my feeling is that we are not supposed to participate in it at this time. This is the time for us to rest and to heal ourselves. So here we go. The Hanged Man, the first card. In this deck, it says, abused, scorned, and forsaken, was he madman or prophet? Okay, that's the state our political system is in now. It's hanging in the balance, rather upside down. Now, we are going to get to observe this perspective. Crossing it is, just a second, let me get the number here. The 8 of Wands. Yes, of course, the 8 of Wands. So, it's going to happen quickly. In the scheme of things, it's quick. To us, it's not. We're on pins and needles waiting, but it's going to happen quickly. It's coming quickly. This says changes in the air on exciting. I'm sorry, I can't read. An exciting adventure into the unknown. That's the 8 of Wands crossing the Hanged Man. So, at the base of our reading, we have the Queen of Cups. In Sci-Fi Tarot, it says, she holds life in the palm of her hand. Now, you can make of that what you will. You can make of it that that's the situation we're in, or that's the Queen waiting to ascend. You can make of that what you will. And we'll see as the reading plays out what she seems to be. In the near past, Sci-Fi Tarot Suit of Wands shows us card 6, Ascendance. The 6 of Wands. That's the victory card. That's in the past. That's not coming up. That's in the past, the victory card. So whose victory is that? Now, crowning this reading is the Tower. And And look at this tower. It's being brought down by outside forces. So we can, in that line, we have at the base of the reading the Queen of Cups. The crossing is the wands, the coming quickly, the changes in the air, and the tower shaking it down. In the near future, the Three of Cups, the three graces of Dimension Q, sisters, friends, and masters of revels. All women there, aren't they? So, in that line of our reading, we have past the victory, then the Hanged Man, and the outcome is the women celebrating. The outcome is the women celebrating. Remember that. So, there we have our line for that reading. In the general energy, what is going on in the political arena that is undercover that we don't see, the Strength card, number 8, Strength. And this card says the struggle to tame the beast, who will survive. So that struggle is going on right now. The outside interference, what we can see, the Five of Swords, the bully energy taking over, the slaughter of the green men. Did Argon, the destroyer, go too far? So we see that struggle with the bully energy. This is the bully. So that's what people are seeing right now. So underneath is the Strength card with the, and out in the open is this bully card. The Hopes and Fears is the Page of Swords. Now it says, venture forth. Dreams could not contain her ambition, her strength, or her curiosity. A lifetime of thrills awaits. So that's our hopes and fears. So what are we going into? Are we going into the dream, the thing that we want? Are we going into the nightmare, the thing we don't want? What's going to happen? That's our hopes and fears. Now, let's look at the final outcome. Is forge ahead with the Knight of Pentacles. So we're going forward what feels like very slowly. And that the outcome will be this knight is forthright, upright, and uptight. He is coming slowly and methodically. He knows what he's about to do, and he's going to get it. Strength. Yeah, let's look at the card on the bottom, which tells us the general energy of this reading. Wands, the Seven of Wands. Cornered by a slithering horde on the eon's old plains of Narthon. Does she have a secret weapon? So she has the high ground. She has the high ground. But she's fighting to be able to keep it and to hold on to it. She has the high ground. So, let's take that. So we don't know how any of that's going to play out. That's not for us to know. We are to observe, not to know what's going to happen. We are here to watch it happen. That's part of our contract. Every one of us that's here on earth right now, part of our contract is to observe what's going on and what's about to happen. Because it's brand new. It's never been done before. So, Now, let's bridge that. What are we supposed to do while we observe? What will be our assignment while we're observing these things? Okay. With the trusty, oh, you do, this deck. Okay. One more. There we go. This is where it wants to be. The moon. Deception. Things hiding. Deception on one side and the cover of darkness on the other side. Crossed by that Four of Pentacles. Boy, boy. Somebody wants to hang on to the way it is, trying their best not to go anywhere, hanging on to it because they want the money. There's going to be heartbreak. This is the base of the reading. There's going to be heartbreak on both sides. There's going to be heartbreak because it's the ending of a thing and the beginning of a new thing. And people like things they understand and know. They are afraid of things that are new. So there we go with the heartbreak. In the past, justice. It's already coming to pass. The justice of the situation is already coming to pass. It's coming into balance. That sort of truth is being wielded right now. This is us. This is what we're supposed to do. Crowning the reading. Walk away. It's our turn to walk away. We have to walk away and let it be. So, we have this moon card. Beneath it, we have the heartbreak. We're all going to suffer some extent of heartbreak because things are passing away and new things are going to take place. Now, it may not seem that way at first, but things will happen. And crowned by this walking away. That's us walking away. Us and the others, all of the others. And to the greatest extent, those cult followers of the current president-elect, they will be the most heartbroken. And we are walking away. Now, in the near future, oh my goodness, this card, the Ten of Swords. You see who's stabbed in the back there. It's the person wearing red. Now, the blood is redder than the cloak, but that cloak is also red. There is so much at play that's about to happen that is going to stab this regime. Let's just call it what it is, this regime in the back. So there we have our line across. We have justice. That those that want to hang on to the way it is. Justice working on those that want to hang on to it. Why? Because when it crumbles, this is what's happening to them. They are getting this outcome. Now, let's do... Now, this is us. We are standing on the precipice of a new thing. We have the cup in our hand, and we're watching what's in it. That new information, that new expression, that new thing that's coming about, that's going to happen. This page of cups is bringing forth, watching the bringing forth of the new thing. They think this is them, that they are the solitary figure in the garden. They want to isolate themselves with all of their money and the money they can take from anyone else by grifting and stealing and lying and cheating. They want to take that and go home and close that gate and not let any of the peasantry near them. They think this is what's going to happen. The hopes and fears. We know what our hopes are. We're looking for them to come in. Their fear is that it will come in. They know what they did. And the final outcome, things will be brought back to balance. They're being juggled at the moment, but they will be brought back to balance. And that's us. See us here? We're observing it right here in this boat sailing in the skies. That's us. We are watching it. And the general energy on the bottom of the deck, this is for us. There will be victory for us. We just have to be patient and wait for it. Wait for it to come in. We just have to be patient. It's coming. It's going to come for us to give us the gift. It's giving us the new beginning. It will come. Even if things appear that they will never change, that an orange menace becomes the President of the United States. Even if that happens, the victory will be ours. We are waiting and watching. That's our job. And while we're doing that, tell us please, with this cat deck, please tell us how we are supposed to feel. Are we supposed to sit back and relax? Are we supposed to be nervous? What are we supposed to do about how we feel with all of this chaotic energy going on while the shakeup happens? And that's regardless of how long it takes. We are the observers from the beginning to the end. So you have to be patient and let the universe do its work in its own time. How are we to react with this waiting period? Okay. Let me real quick jog my memory, because I believe that this card is a 7 of Wands. It is. Okay. We start with the 7 of Wands. Now, that is us up there on that higher ground, and we've fought off those we needed to fight off, and we are claiming our space and defending it if we have to. Crossing that 7 of Wands is the 6 of Wands. The victory At the base of the reading is the Two of Pentacles. Balancing. Now, this is for us, how we react while we are watching and waiting. So, balancing. The Two of Wands in the near past, watching and waiting, looking out for that ship to come in. Crowning the reading is the World. The change happens. Everything gets turned upside down. What's old comes to pass and what's new is born. And we are a witness to all of it. And this isn't just us, it's the whole world. It'll take a little longer as we get out of the United States and go into some of the other countries. But they're going through the same thing we are. So everything that's old is coming to pass, and what's new is being born and brought in. The near future, the King of Cups, that energy that's perceptive, sensitive, intuitive, that's our near future. So, in our line of reading, we have the Two of Pentacles, balancing, along with, this is us now, the Seven, the taking the higher ground and holding it, taking the higher ground and holding it, balancing, and watching the world change into something new, something brand new and wonderful. And then across we have the Two of Wands, watching, along with the Victory and that King of Cups energy, that energy that we need, that settled, loving energy that we need to feel safe and secure. For us, the Page of Cups, boy, we sure do want to know what's coming up. We sure do want to find out what's happening. We might even stick our head in the bowl to see what's going on. But in the meantime, we need to just rest and not try too hard. I don't think he's trying too hard. We don't need to try too hard. We need to be creative and do some things that maybe we haven't done before. Maybe this cat hasn't stuck his head in that bowl before. Do those things that you've been wanting to do to make you feel yourself, to make you feel you and whole. Do those things. The outside, temperance, the change, putting things together that haven't gone together before. Make that change. Be the alchemist. Produce something new that hasn't happened before. The Knight of Pentacles is our hopes and fears. Boy, we sure do hope it comes quickly, but it won't. It'll be slow. It's a good thing it's coming slow. So our hope is that it'll happen quicker than this, and our fear is that it won't happen at all, but it will happen. It just will be slower than we want it to be. Even if it's tomorrow, it's slower than we want it to be. And then here we have the Six of Swords for our final outcome, and that is to the moving on to smoother waters, calmer waters. We're going there. We are getting there. It will happen. On the bottom of the deck, the Two of Swords. I'm sorry. It's the Nine of Swords. Give me just a second. Nine of Swords. Oh. Stop worrying. Stop it. Let those bad dreams go. They don't mean anything. Let them go. And that's the general energy of the reading, is that we're worried about it. We're worried about what's going to happen. Stop worrying. Trust the universe. The universe has it in hand. It's already happened as far as they're concerned. The details are all that's lacking, and to the time to allow it to play out. So here we have what we need. Even though I read it a little awkwardly, we have what we need. We're getting there. We're moving on to smoother waters, calmer waters. This cat is so calm that he's laying on his back, just taking in the lovely day, having a wonderful time, restful, the perceptive, intuitive energy. That's what's coming. We are like this cat and this cat. It's time for us to play. It's time for us to play. Do you see it? It's time for us to play. All of these cards that show us it's time to play, and then when we're finished playing, it's time for us to play. Then it's time to rest. It's time to be with friends. It's time to do some things we want to do. We get to that energy and we watch something historic happen. My friends, my beloved, beautiful beings, all of these things are so important for us to add to the good of the energy of the things that are happening in the universe. We need to be calm. We need to be healed. We need to put out the loving light and energy of serenity and love and happiness, because that's what we want. We need to raise our vibrations to the space. That's what all this playing is. Raising our vibrations to the place where we can receive what we want. And we can help the universe to allow what's about to happen more quickly and more easily. Don't let yourself get caught up in what's going on to the point that you drag yourself down and lower your vibration. That is the most destructive thing you can do, not only to yourself, but to the situation that's going on. The best thing, the most benevolent thing for all of us is to keep our vibrations high and to let the universe do what it's going to do. Play out the way it's going to play out. We have set everything in motion. We are it's like a play. So we are the director, the producer, the property manager, the wardrobe, the script person. We have done all of everything to get ready for the opening of the play. The play has begun. It's in the first act. We need to step back. You're not going to see all of those people behind the scenes on stage. We need to step back and let the play out to show that our hard work has paid off, that those actors on the stage, and they are acting in front of all of us, those actors on the stage are now going to take the play that we've given them and the universe is going to help it to play out. Okay? So be calm, be serene, rest, heal yourself, heal your body, your mind, your spirit. Don't watch the news if you can keep from it. Don't look at what's going on. Stay informed, but don't get into it. Don't get pulled into the rabbit hole. It's not helpful, and it's not productive, and it'll only make you angry and sad and maybe terrified and desperate. So just don't. Don't look at it unless you have to. Know what's going on, but don't let it go any further than that. Keep yourself and your heart safe and serene. Make yourself happy. Be yourself. Come back to being you. Stop being a human doing and be a human being. And just be yourself. Do what's important for you to do. And with that, until next time, my beloved, beautiful beings.